So good morning to all of you, and welcome to day 3 on the Singapore Air Show. We're presenting our Bombardier CS300 here on the air show to support Bombardier, and we're very happy with the performance of the aircraft. We have fantastic fuel and performance figures, and we realize that the passengers really like the aircraft itself. It presents a lot of features of modern technology. First of all, the engines, can't see them here now, just slightly hidden. The geared turbofan of Pratt & Whitney, so a concept which is slightly different than conventional engines you've been knowing up to now. And they perform very quiet, and they perform very fuel efficient. On the flight over here, we had an average fuel burn of roughly 1,500 kilos, which is pretty outstanding. Now, I do admit that, of course, the aircraft has not been very heavy at that time. So welcome aboard our CS300. I'd like to introduce you to the cabin and the flight deck and give you a little bit of a tour around. So as you can see, the cabin appears pretty spacious. It's got different features which contribute to this. The ceiling is nice and high. We've got a 2 and 3 configuration on the seats, and the middle seat is 1 inch wider than the other two, which makes a significant difference, and the passengers really like it. It's very light, the cabin. It's got bigger windows than you would find that on any other single aisle aircraft. So it appears much more modern, and the stream of light is something which gives a good feeling. In combination with the mood lighting which we have on board, it just gives this little bit of the extra wellness which you have. The overhead bins are very spacious. As you can see, we've got specifically on the right hand side very, very big overhead bins, and so that the passenger who would bring on a lot of hand luggage nowadays really can stow them in the overhead lockers, which is on many aircraft actually in the meanwhile a problem. I hope that one day you'll get to fly the C-Series with airBaltic. We have an extensive route network, as you for sure know, and of course we'd like to see you sit in one of the comfortable seats on board our brand new CS300, and I'd like to give you a short tour on the flight deck. So here we are in our office on the flight deck of the CS300, and it's just the most marvelous office in the world. It's got many modern features. Just in its appearance, with its 5 modern screens, is something which we pilots really, really love. Different ways of presenting data, and when it comes to the presentation of maps, flight data which you would have displayed, or just simply systems of the aircraft itself. The auto throttles are movable, so different than on the Airbus, you would see them move with the power application. It's got side stick technology, as you can see here. We've got 2 side sticks instead of a control column in the middle, and it's a fly-by-wire aircraft. So any flight control input goes into a computer. The computer sends it to another computer, and that computer would then actuate the flight controls accordingly towards our desired inputs. The displays here, we've got our main instruments on the outer sides here for the captain's side, over there for the first officer side, and then I can change the screens here accordingly towards my desired information. At the moment, we've put 2 maps up here. If you take a look at this map here, this has a very, very nice size, as we are located up here in Singapore for the moment, we can zoom in, we can zoom out. It's got an airport moving map where we can even see our parking positions, where we would dock the bridges for the passengers to be able to either disembark or board the plane for the next flight. So I hope you liked our little tour of the CS300 of airBaltic here on the Singapore Air Show. Of course, I would love to welcome you on board of one of our flights. See you as a passenger, take a trip with us at airBaltic. Bye-bye.